give me a small word, give me a long word. Okay? This basically is how this technique works. What have we always used in the videos when we talk about the infinitive? We go like this with our hands because the infinitive is the longest form of the verb. So, je mange, what's the verb to eat? Manger. Okay, I guess by definition there are conjugations of manger where there are more letters, but what I mean is the long untouched version of the verb will be manger. What's the long untouched version of to finish? Finir. What's to finish? Finir. What's to dance? Danser. What's to see? Voir. So if your sentence is involving this long form, okay, this long form, then what we're actually saying is that we're going to go little word before the long word. So the little word is going to be the bit that we're dealing with. So for example, he sees me, I want the relationship, I want all those bits together, he and me, and then I worry about the verb. He's going to see me, I get verb 1 out the way. So I keep the person doing it over here. So I have person 1, verb number 1, which now leaves me free to have the little word and then the long word. So for example, if I said he's going to see me, there's a to form. So straight away when you hear the to form, you get the little one, you get the first bit out of the way. So he's going. Okay? So he is going would be il va. Now, to see me, what's the little replacement word here? I need my replacement word than my verb. What's me when it's in the middle of the sentence? Me. Okay, so il va me voir. I'm going to put the little word and then the long word. Okay? Let's do another one. You want to eat them. So normally, if it was you eat them, it would be you them, wouldn't it? We'd deal with all the bits. You them, keep the verb away, eat. Tu les manges. Can you hear the to form? You want to eat them. Yes, you can. So what do we do with our hands when we've got the to form? Little word and the long word. So most of the time, to get us to the long word, we have to get the first word, the first verb out of the way. So you want, we're just absolutely safe to deal with the person doing the verb and then that first verb. So you want will be tu veux, V-E-U-X. So you want to eat them, now is when I think. So them, les, okay. To eat, now this has to be the long form because it's little word and then the long form, manger. Okay? So we have little word, then the long word, the replacement word, then the verb. Now there are times in French where you don't have a first verb, but this method still works. For example, often you'll have the word de plus the verb plus the infinitive. Okay? For example, before doing would be avant de faire. Before doing, avant de faire. If I wanted to say before doing it, have I got a long form? Yes, I have. To do, faire. So before doing it, little word, long word. Little word, long word. Avant de le faire. Okay? Before seeing him. So what's to see? Voir. Okay, voir. So before seeing him, avant de, let's say before seeing her. So seeing her, we sing her, so it's direct, la. Yeah? So before seeing her, avant de la voir. I'm going to put the little word before the long word. Okay? Now, next method. Still using little word and long word. If I have two long words, I'm going to use the last long word to put my little stuff before. So I want to go to see him. I want to go to see him. Okay, I want to go and see him, we'd say in English. So same as normal, I want, we get out of the way. Je veux. My first long form will be to go. Aller. I'm at my final long form. I want to go to see. So my final long form will be to see. So je veux aller voir. So I want to go to see him. In other words, I want to go him to see, little word, the long word, little word, the long word will go here. Lovely? Now, there are times when we have two little words before a long word. Let's go back to when we had three people in a relationship. Now in life, it's never good to have three people in a relationship, is it? It can end very badly for a lot of people. But let's say, for example, so we said, he sees me. No, he gives me some. So hang on, he gives me some. This is a sentence. We don't have the to form, so we get all the bits done first. So he, me, some. Okay? And I give it to him. Let's say I give it to him. So I, it, to him. Okay? Those of you that haven't already seen the video on pronouns, can I remind you if you have two L words in your sentence, in your relationship, then it will be the longer one that comes last. So for example, and if you have one L word in your relationship, that will come last. So for example, he sees me, il me voit. I give it to him. Him would be, it would be le or la. To him would be lui. Now you tell me which of lui or le is the longer word. Lui. So that will come second. If I've got one L word, so he gives it you. My word for to you is te, as you know, or vous. My word for it would be le or la again. So I've got one L word there, so the L word would come second. Il, vous, la. So let's put that one there as well. So let's say they give you. Il, vous, les. Yeah, they give you them. Il, vous, les plus verb. Okay? So we've got three versions where in our relationship box we have three bits. Yeah, the relationship isn't just I see him, so I and him. It's I, so he, me, some, he gives me some, he gives me, he, me, some, plus verb, gives. I give it to him, or I give it to her, the lui can be both. So I've got three relationships there. Three people in the relationship, and they give them to you. Okay? And that would be to you formal or to you plural. So in short, we've got three bits in the relationship. We've got the person doing the verb who comes first though. So what is our method when we hear the to form? We're going to keep the person doing the verb on its own, and we're going to stick the verb in, verb number one in, and we're going to move those across. So we're going to have verb number one, two little words, and then the relationship. Two little words and then the relationship. And these two little words are going to consist of any little bits that are left in the sentence that aren't doing the verb. So for example, he gives me some, he gives. My basic sentence is he gives. Okay? Il m'en donne, il donne. He's going to give me, let's build it up, let's write the new version here. So he's going to give me, il va me give me some. So m'en, and then my new word, donner, will become here. M'-E-N-D-O-N-N-E-R. So I've taken the second two and I've stuck them before the long form. Okay? I give it to him. I give it to him. Let's say I wanted to give it to him. Yeah, let's stick this in the past. So I wanted, I'm going to use my person doing the verb, je voulais, Le and lui can then go together. Second verb will be the to form. So I've got little word, long word. Je voulais le lui donner. Okay, so the only one that would stay at the beginning now would be the one doing the verb. Okay? If you only had two people in the relationships, I give it. Je le donne, I'm going to give it. Je vais le donner. Then you have one little word, one long word. Okay? So you help me with this last one. They, what are we talking about? They give, what should we use? They use, no, they, I'm trying to think of something different. They give you them. We'll have to use give again, okay? So, il vous les donne would be normal, ENT for they, but they're going to give you them, they're going to give you them. So I've got the to form. So they're going, ils vont. Now the other two that are left, the two that have got nothing to do with who's doing the verb, vous les donnez. Okay? So now let's just try and think of a few other examples and exceptions that might help you. Okay? We've also got the word I, which is there. So for example, that counts as a relationship, that counts as a replacement word, because there, the proper word, as you know, is la. Okay? Let's put it here, L-A, with an accent, okay? So this little word I, that you are familiar with, from il, I, a, there are, plus a word. Notice that again, we've put our relationship bits together. We've put the bits in the sentence together that aren't the verb. Okay? So for example, I'm going there. Je vais là. We could change into I go there, putting the relationship together. So j'y vais. Okay? And again, I've put my relationship bits in the one box, and I put my verb or verbs in the other box. Yeah, I've got all the bits out of the way, and then I've gone into the verb. So if I wanted to say, for example, I'm going to go there, to go. Oh, you can hear the to form. So what happens when I hear the to form of a verb? Little word, long word. Little word, long word. So I'm going, then we get verb number one out of the way. What's the little word in that sentence? I, long verb, aller. Okay, that would work in exactly the same way. Anything that's a replacement word will be dealt with in this way. Okay, so let's try some examples. I bought some. I bought some. So who's doing the verb? Je. What's some when I don't have a proper word after it, like some people or some clothes? En, isn't it? So je plus en are going to be in my relationship box. And bought is the past. So how many words normally in the past? I have bought. So if I've got rid of I, because it's already gone over there, I'm going to go straight into haven't bought. So that's going to be a and acheté. So what do I get when I put je and en and a and acheté together? J'en ai acheté. Des fleurs, j'en ai acheté. Flowers, I've bought some. Okay? I'm going, so my little word in this sentence would be en. Okay? En. I'm going to buy some. Oh, I can hear that to form. I can hear that to form. So I get verb number one out of the way. So I'm going would be je vais. Little word, long word, little word, long word. What's the verb? What's the little word here? En acheter. I'm going to buy some. Okay? I used to make them. I used to make them. Who cares if it's used to? Who cares if it's a pretty tense? Can I hear to? No. So I need the person doing it and the thing being done. So I used to make them. What are the bits in the sentence that have got nothing to do with the verb? I and them. So I need je and I need les. And that will be my relationship box. I then go